Julia, you can reach out to any long-term bus rider on the channel. I mean, long-time subscriber, watcher, and hopefully one will just show up for you. The amount of effort you have put into the commenting alone, you get yourself a mini marathon. Dan Vasc is the artist of choice. Rollen going off the deep end is possible because these exist for, kind of one person only, but everybody can enjoy. So, last journey home. Now, I hope this is not the last journey home for us, and I won't put her all on Front Street here, but if you go look on the NF Let Me Go reaction, audio only, you will find a nice little thread back and forth and see what's going on, and you could comment and welcome Julia aboard. It looks like from NF to Dan to a few other artists having a good time, and I appreciate you. So without further ado, but definitely not the last journey home, Dan Vasc covering Dragon Force. It's fast.
On the 3rd of April 2010, an awkward 20-year-old boy with dreams of becoming a great singer decided to post an awkward video for the first time on this website called YouTube. Hello my fellow headbangers, this is my Dragon Force singer audition video. My name is Daniel, I'm from Brazil. That's it, let's begin. As you can see, that awkward 20-year-old boy was me. Today we recreate that video as a thankful celebration of the 10th anniversary of this channel, and as a tribute to one of the best decisions I ever made 10 years ago. I hope I can inspire you and show you that everything your mind can conceive and believe, your mind can achieve.
Thank you, Julia. You entered the best part of the channel. Was just talking about manifestation in the mind and some of these subjects just earlier over the last few days. But definitely, I just dropped them. I dropped the Hank Williams, the two Hank Williams right before I decided to do this. And you're getting your whole marathon, but you're getting a whole lot more. This is, it gets complicated, not simpler, but everything has to be born in the mind first. I started down this path long before I met Dan, and if I could sing like Dan, it'd be a much different path. What I could do is go the distance when no one else might, and agreeing, "Yay, Dan!" and blowing some smoke up everybody's ass, and then moving on. That's the cheap way out. Probably more profitable, but it's a cheap way out. And reflecting on, well, there's a drum side of this. We got some of this with a few drum players on the channel where you get to watch them progress, and what an amazing path. And congratulations to any artist who has the chops to get it done. Dan Vasc being one, I will let it go now, but we really resonate with these words.
Your mind can achieve. Enjoy the video.
Yeah. Dragon Force.
Life brings a change of season, feeling of brightness.
It's not really what I just did. I saw something else too. I was gonna let it go. Oh, cool. I like the inlay. Yeah, inlay on the frets is very nice. I'll let the rest go. Oh, oh.
Shine glorious, we run. We stand into the blackened sky. Save the last command of her to blinding. So far beyond the sun, still burning real the fiery side. Once alone again, silence stands for unanswered.
Oh, that's a. I did a little of that cheating I do that Ange doesn't appreciate that much. And when I did that, I realized how incredible. Dragon Force! Julia, it's not that I don't have anything against Dragon Force. They're fine. Their song and the video game, guitar player video game, is fine. Through the Fire and the Flames. They're cool. I'm not hating on them. I'm going to look forward to the other selections in the marathon. Vocally, amazing. Just like an 8-minute song, right? I could see why it's the last journey home, because, I mean, you're tired by the time you get to the end. So what I was going to reflect upon is I'm looking for his shirt. But every time I'm referencing back to there we go. It's the same sentiment. Come on, get up there. Keep calm, slave on, obey. With, I think, a disrespectful effigy of the Queen. But my point is that slogan has been part of my rhetoric and ideas and thinking for a while. Dan's is a lot more uplifting. If you go, once again, I can wait. If you go do it right now and then you come back, it'll feel like I waited for you special. It's going to happen again in the Hank Williams. But if you go check out those Hank Williams reactions, then come back, yeah, you just, we're on the same page. You see where my mind, you'll see where I'm at. But this is amazing. It's awesome. I'm not hating. Dragon Force is not a lot of Dragon Force on the channel. I wonder why. Awesome. That's cool. Okay, I'm sorry, Dan. Then I'll shut up because boy, it's going to be a track. Epic. I should have guessed that. It didn't. It took me that long, but I needed to get that because the idea or the play on that idea is what I like, and way to incorporate that into your own channel's rhetoric. Oh, I like it. Man, I like that. And Julie, I appreciate you. But it took me a long time to get that shot.
Parallax intensified mutation, frustration. Everlasting light on me beyond the wall. We'll travel endlessly, deluded, disjointed. One man can understand its sad misery. In time, we'll see the past unwind. Alive to wandering in our fallen land. One more time, we stare into the blackened sky. For tonight, in our hearts now we feel. One last time, see our destiny revealed. Shine glorious, we run. We stand into the blackened sky. Save the last command of her to blinding. So far beyond the sun, still burning in the fiery side. Walls alone again, silent stairs. Shine glorious tonight, still blinded by the blackened sun. Save the last command forever rising. So far beyond they come, still burning in the fiery side. Walls alone again, silent stairs for our passion home. Silent stairs for our passion
Does this look so
Ah! Hi, how you doing?
That's for our man's journey home. Silence stands for our man's journey home.
So yeah, my friends, 10 years ago, I was releasing my first video on YouTube.
Now, I don't know if we should go back and check out the original version of this. That would be the way this channel kind of rolls sometimes. But at the same time, it's the distance. So, it was awesome. I got nothing against Dragon Force. So, man, it shouldn't come off that way. I don't. What an exceptional voice. I'm going to do a couple more. Just because Dragon Force is fast as that. Boy, they get their beats per minute in, don't they? And we're talking about original artists, not Dan's cover of it, which was amazing, especially under the circumstances. I appreciate you, and I'm glad I'm here. Now I'm gonna finish up.
Dreaming about making a living with music, not only music, but heavy metal music. Of course, back in the day, I dreamed it in a different way. I mean, the road through which I would achieve that was different in my mind, but it ended up happening through a different road, and arguably a better road than the one I was imagining. Now I can not only make a living with heavy metal music, but I can also hire multiple other musicians so they can make money with music too. And I can give me and my family a pretty comfortable life. In fact, a more comfortable life than many famous musicians from bands that you and I know. I can rock the socks out of you from the comfort of my home.
Let's see, for the test of time 4 years ago. Yeah. So here's the thing, that is incredible. And it's a good testament to what we just learned as a society. You can argue it all you want, but there is the mainstream perception of reality. And then there's another completely, it's not an alternative economy, if you will, but there's another world with like in YouTube and the internet and places where artists can shine, and you could talk to a normie about it all day. They have no idea what you're talking about because it's not their thing. So I think it is a power and a testament to, present company excluded. I'm low, down here, but the power of all this, and to reach people, and I'm glad I didn't follow in my father's footsteps and reject the entire process, because we wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be uplifted by Dan a little bit. So yeah, no, this is the high point for me.
Any famous musicians from bands that you and I know. I can rock the socks out of you from the comfort of my home. I can only go on the road to play live when I want to, not because I need to. I don't need to be accountable to any record label. I am bound by no contract. And you know, I could sit...
Now, to be fair, he is bound by copyright. You know what he's allowed. You can cover anything, but you know, here I believe it's the Jimmy Buffett special there. Sometimes covering an artist can get complicated.
Label, I am bound by no contract. And you know, I could sit here with you and be all humble and say, oh, I had no idea this would happen, but that actually would be a lie. I didn't know it would be through YouTube, but I did know I would make a living with music. You can ask any old friend of mine from back then. I used to say that all the time, the same way I say now that I will get to 1 million subscribers in this channel, just because it's my dream and goal, and I'll make it happen. Simply.
Oh, yeah. 1.5 million. Well, million, yeah. No, not 1.5 million, 0.5. 05. But still, I had a band. I spend most of my time making an ass of myself doing stupid shit because I manifested the life once, and then I allowed addiction to corrupt it. Then I remanifested the life in independent film and let greed and corruption destroy it. And I can only speak from experiences. Now it's all in my own hands, and I'm much happier. The level of success is incredibly small, but the reach and the ability to talk to that handful of people like we're doing here today. Julia, got yourself 22 minutes. That's a good. That's long for the channel now. Now we're at the thank you, and you represent what I'm doing here, and doing this for you today, catching you at the right time, and being able to give a little something back for all the time and effort you put into watching this stuff. That's it. It repays me on a karmic level I'll never be able to explain.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that from a place of bragging or arrogance, because I used to say that back then, and back then I had nothing to brag about. The thing is, when I say those things, I hear myself saying them, and I believe what I hear. I choose to believe what I'm hearing, and that is not lie, you know? That is something. Also, I say those things because when I achieve them, people will look back and be inspired, and I like to inspire.
And I would never give up his name because we met inside the penitentiary. But I was told to my face that I manifested the band. You don't have to believe me. But the people that attended the pagan study course, because I was all outside the influence of Jesus Christ at the time, they knew. They knew everything I said while locked up came to pass. I just didn't know I wasn't done being a junkie yet. Wah! No, because my opportunity is to pay off that debt with maybe getting through to one person explaining. Whether you're listening to Dan, you're listening to some lowball a-hole like me, or the support network that loves and cares about you. You can do better. You can achieve something other than what you got now. And you can start driving the skin, not having it pulled by strings outside of your control. That's a big deal.
People, I hope so bad that I can inspire you in some way with my story, and to prove to you, no matter how wild and crazy it seems, if you transform your dreams into goals, and you do that through a strategy, through a plan, and you carry on with it with relentless and constant action, there's actually nothing you cannot achieve. Hopefully that makes more and more sense to you as you watch me doing it. Here's to another 10 years. Until then, my friends, have yourselves an epic day.
In time, we'll see the path.
I was just talking about that.
Actually nothing you cannot achieve. Hopefully that makes more and more sense. Inspired, and I like to inspire people. I hope so bad that I can inspire you in some way with my story, and to prove to you, no matter how wild and crazy it seems, if you transform your dreams into goals, and you do that through a strategy, through a plan, and you carry on with.
Now, if you're willing, Julia, the arcane gel fish tank furnishings, the first 5 minutes would really apply to this moment in this video. And I did that yesterday. I didn't do it today. I did that yesterday. It's been waiting. So this is that weird when you're on the same wavelength. I personally believe it's visible if you can look for it, because this verse listened for me, but the things I'm saying or the things Dan are saying aren't even our opinions. Sometimes universal truths just come from places you don't expect, and when applied, they actually work. Dan Vasc, last journey home. Julia, from me to you, and I got a couple more to go. They'll come out. That ain't come out today. This come out today, and then I have. But they'll be out, and they're for you.